and welcome to the beautiful Shawnee High School, where today the Seneca Golden Eagles will be taking on the Shawnee Renegades in what is sure to be a fantastic soccer matchup. I'm Scott Minshall, and I'm here with Scott Glosner. So, Scott, what can we expect from today's matchup?
Well, Scott, it's always a battle. The Renegades come in 3-0-1. Seneca coming off a difficult defeat yesterday in overtime against Cherry Hill West. You can throw records right out the window, though. When these two teams get together, it's going to be quite a contest here this afternoon on LDTV.
Well, it sounds like we're going to have a great game, so stick around.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003 or on the web at www.pwpm.net. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Hello and welcome back to Shawnee High School, where we are just moments away from the start of this exciting soccer matchup. Okay, now it's time for the AXA Equitable Sideline Report. AXA Equitable, providing millions of customers with life insurance and annuities and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident. Give us a call at 732-452-7275. And now let's send it down to Veronica with the report.
Thank you, Scott. I had a chance to speak with Coach Myra from the Seneca Golden Eagles, and he's really excited. District schools against each other. I mean, those two can ride bikes to each other's schools and just hang out. Many of them hang out together, and many. So, good luck, boys. Stay hydrated and play good. Thanks.
All right, and with the end of the national anthem, again, we are just moments away from the start of this matchup.
Should be a very interesting matchup today. Shawnee coming off a double overtime victory yesterday against sister school Lenape. Back-to-back sister school matchups for Shawnee. Shouldn't have any problem getting up for this game against the Golden Eagles. Back-to-back district games for Shawnee after a tough victory over Lenape yesterday in double overtime. Seneca with a very difficult loss yesterday in overtime against Cherry Hill West. Shouldn't be tough, though, Scott, for these two teams to get up for one another. As Victoria said in her opener, these two teams' schools are so close you could ride bikes back and forth.
Okay, now it's time for the AXA Equitable Keys to the Game. AXA Equitable, providing millions of customers life insurance and annuities and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident. Give us a call at 732-452-7275. The first key to the game is going to be for Seneca, and they are going to have to look for the counter-attack opportunities.
Yeah, they're going to have to make the rush off of Shawnee plays because Shawnee will probably try to control the ball more, and so Seneca has to be ready to counterattack if and when they get the opportunity.
Next up, Shawnee is going to need to commit numbers in the box.
Yeah, that's the only way the Renegades are going to blow home a couple of goals today because of the fact that, they've had trouble scoring, as has Seneca, but Shawnee's going to commit a great number of offensive players into that box area, put pressure on the Seneca defense.
And finally, both teams need to stay organized today.
Can't find yourself out of position. You give away that 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 opportunity. So you got to stay organized, make sure you're staying in your lanes, make sure you're staying on your man when you're manning up on defense.
Well, it looks like this game is about to get underway. Shawnee's Kane Feudner starting with the ball at midfield. Feudner passes it back. Across field to the close side. Another pass to the close side. Shawnee on the offensive now. Seneca's going to get a nice block there. Seneca putting it up into the Shawnee's defensive zone. Good pass there by Seneca to put it down deep.
A little too far for Sean Barnard, goes over the end line, so it'll be a goal kick for the Renegades. That means Matt Mottershead will, looks like a defender's going to take it instead.
There goes Shawnee giving a nice high kick to midfield. Nice getting there through. Seneca's going to put it off the head of one of their defenders.
Good head ball by Chris McCauley there.
Another head ball there by Ryan Artis. Another one. Ball's up high. Shawnee's James Murray giving that across to Jackson Goldman now. Goldman putting it up.
McCauley steps in to kick it away.
Dan Goodson for Shawnee coming in. And that's going to be, Dan Goodson's going to throw that in to Goldman. Goldman putting it towards the net. Just wide of the Seneca net there.
Nice play by Jonah Mikulski to hold his line, but with his deflecting it out over the end line, it's going to be our first goal kick of the day. Looks like Jackson Goldman, the midfielder, is going to move up and take this corner kick.
Right off the bat, Shawnee's going to have a nice chance to score here. Hopefully they're going to take every opportunity to capitalize on this. There's the kick in. It's in front. Good chance there. Good save there by Seneca's goalie.
That means Chris McCauley, number 10, will take the kick for the Golden Eagles.
McCauley putting that deep. Shawnee will intercept that pass. Both the teams fighting for the ball at center field. Shawnee's going to come out with it. Shawnee giving a nice pass back.
Good battle for it in midfield, but possession ends up with Shawnee, and now we'll see if they can get something started here offensively.
Here comes Shawnee, putting it across the field. Again, back over to the far side of your screen. There's Shawnee with control on the ball.
Good pressure over there by number 9, Eric Pierre, forces the long ball down the sideline, which goes out of bounds.
It's going to be a little bit too much on that. It's going to go right out the side. Seneca's ball now. There goes Seneca with the throw. Shawnee now controlling the ball.
Looks like Ben Delmeyer going to throw it in for the Renegades.
Delmeyer goes over. That's going to go to Shawnee's number 2, Goldman, who's going to try to put it up. He's going to lose the ball. It's going to go to Seneca. Oh, that looks like a physical play there. Looks like a player got almost ripped down.
Yeah, a little bit of too much contact there from number 9, Eric Pierre, on the Shawnee player. Referee caught him, so it'll be a free kick for the Renegades.
Here come the Renegades with the free kick. That's going to go in towards Seneca's goal. Nice head move there to get the ball keep going. Kick, there goes the ball up. Ryan Artis now putting the ball over to James Murray.
And sometimes you go backwards to go forwards in this sport. And that was a classic example there.
James Murray staying on it for Shawnee. Murray back now. He passes it back to Artis. Artis goes up the field. It's going to be intercepted by Seneca, Justin Patton. Patton's then going to lose the ball.
Back collision by two. Oh, good play by McCauley. Because I'll tell you what, you saw maybe the two Seneca defenders collide there, and it gave a quick opportunity, but Chris McCauley was there to thwart the attempt by the Renegades.
That would have been a great goal-scoring chance for Shawnee. Having sent two of Seneca's players down, they would have had two-man advantage going into their zone there. Here come the Golden Eagles with the kick from just before midfield.
A little bit of a feeling out process here, Scott, in the first 5 minutes. Shawnee really has the only scoring chance, that one corner kick that they had.
Goes Shawnee's goalie, Matt Mottershead, getting ready to kick this up the field now. There's Mottershead with the throw. Puts that up to number 4, James Murray. You still control the ball. Nice spin move there to get off the Seneca defender.
Walked across the field. It's a very slick turf. I mean, here at Shawnee, I don't know if they're all like that. I don't spend a lot of time on turf, actually, but it seems to be very slick is the best word I could describe it. When you go to stop, it's almost like you slide. So see if that has an impact against a team like Seneca who doesn't play on turf.
It would
certainly a decided advantage, I would think.
Shawnee's definitely more used to playing on this type of material, and their players would be almost expecting that little bit of a slide. Seeing some, we start to see some quick plays there by Seneca. It'll be interesting to see how they respond to that. There goes the Shawnee throw-in. It's going to be off the head of a Seneca player. Some physical action there to get the ball and back in control of Shawnee. Seneca's going to take control now. There goes Shawnee. A nice play by Shawnee to get that ball. That's going to be going up the field.
Pietro Gambino with a nice strip of Zach Malcolm.
And with that, Shawnee will regain control of this ball.
It looks like they're calling something, a foul maybe on Shawnee, and it looks like a free kick for Seneca. Looks like McCauley will take it. Wasn't sure what the call was at first. But then clearly referee very emphatically pointing Golden Eagle directions.
There goes McCallie bombing the ball down the field. Off the head of Shawnee. There goes number 4, James Murray for Shawnee, passing it back to Ryan Artis, who will then kick it up the field. Brent Funk not be able to retain control there for Shawnee.
Nice pass from Eric Pierre.
There goes Seneca.
Back to Owen Lovett. Shawnee defender, though, right there again. And it goes a little high over the head. Looks like Owen Lovett will throw it in for the Golden Eagles.
There goes Seneca down the field. Shawnee getting back control. That went off the head of James Murray. Chasing it down hard was Shawnee's number 17. Brian Lorenz there. He wasn't able to maintain control of it. It's going to go back now to Shawnee's possession.
Last 4 or 5 minutes we've seen play right just between the 30s pretty much. Nobody's penetrated with any depth at all on the offensive end. Good.
Jackson Goldman there losing the ball for Shawnee.
Guess you'd call it good midfield defense by both teams.
Absolutely. This game has been played about midfield the entire game.
John Miali on the wing to Bernard.
Mitch Tippin there for Seneca, losing control of it, going out of bounds.
Tried to get the pass to Zach Malcolm, but a little off the mark and rolls out of bounds.
All right, now it's time. Let's take a look at the Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
It's just after Pietro Gambino had stripped Zach Malcolm of the ball. Beautiful one-on-one defense by Gambino there.
There goes Shawnee throwing it back in. Shawnee passing it up the field. A little struggle for it. Shawnee's going to come out with the ball crossing midfield. Oh, that was a trip. Down goes the Shawnee player. It looks like he's hurt.
That's going to get us a timeout. One of the rare times when a clock stops in soccer with injury, penalty kicks, goals, obviously. So it keeps the play moving. So you have to be in unbelievable stamina, athletic shape to play this sport.
Absolutely. Two, I believe it's 45-minute halves in high school.
2 40-minute halves.
2 40-minute halves. It's 80 minutes of straight playing. That's very tough, and a lot of commend to all these high school soccer players for
Absolutely.
being able to play that.
And humid today, and not hot, but just you can feel the humidity out there. So that'll have may or may not have an impact. Certainly, as Victoria said in her, or Veronica, I'm sorry, I keep saying Victoria. It's Veronica, right?
Yes, I believe it's Veronica.
As she said in her pregame, rather astutely, that you got to stay hydrated on days like this. Cramping is a definite possibility.
All right, here comes Shawnee back up on the attack, trying to get out of their zone. Shawnee coming out with some speed now up along the far sideline. And they'll lose control of that ball. Shawnee player falls to his knees, and he's right back up. There's Shawnee back. I believe that's sophomore Aiden Jaquinto who just passed that back now. The deep bomb. Brent Funk passes that ball up the field. Here comes Shawnee coming up the close side of your screen. James Bacchino, number 6, having that, passing it down to there goes Seneca now, coming up with some speed along the far sideline, along close sideline. Going to be broken up by Shawnee. Shawnee's going to regain control. Aiden Jaquinto now making a sprint for that ball. James Bacchino getting control. Oh, James Bacchino got hit hard right in front of our booth. He's standing back up, though. He was going for a head, and he was going to head the ball there, and fortunately ran into a Seneca player, but he's back up, and he's all right. Officials discussing it just before center field. All right, now let's take a look at the Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
So,
as you can see there, he was just going for the head ball, and he just got...
Yeah, nothing malicious, I didn't think. Both players going up for the head ball and happened to collide.
Absolutely coincidental. A little bit of confusion as to who's taking the ball here, it appears. Here is Shawnee. Shawnee's player number 6, James Bacchino, talking with the official. All right, and here comes Seneca ready to take the kick. Deep bomb into Shawnee territory. And that's going to be, what a save there by Shawnee.
By Ryan Ortiz.
Ryan Artis just absolutely saving that goal there. Shawnee's goalie, Matt Mottershead, went out and just missed it with his hand. And what a save there by Ryan Artis. Here comes Shawnee now on the attack. Shawnee running as fast as they can to get to that ball. That's going to be kicked out of bounds. Back into the game comes number 6, James Bacchino.
My only guess is that he had to come out because he went down and they stopped play because he was the one that was injured, so you have to come out, I guess.
There goes Bacchino in front of the net.
Good crossing header, but defense there by Justin Patton.
There's the Aiden Lewis now taking the ball up the side. Golden Eagles are going to put a high, long shot down to midfield. Good header by Shawnee to get that down there. Aiden Jaquinto now controlling the ball. Back down to Kino. Brenton Funk now looking to see where he can go with the ball. He puts it up looking for Jaquinto just before him though. Seneca takes control at midfield. Putting it up is Seneca. Passing it back. There goes Aiden Lewis up across center field. Lewis goes across. There goes Seneca up to attack, putting it up into the Shawnee zone. Ryan Artis kicks that out of bounds. There goes Seneca putting the ball back in. Seneca has a scoring opportunity here, and that's going to be kicked out by Shawnee's defense. Seneca coming back in, though. There's Aiden Lewis. Brent Funk making sure to get back on that. Passes it over to James Bacchino. Bacchino's going up the far sideline. Seneca's going to hold that in bounds. Seneca going right back down towards Shawnee's net. There's Seneca number 11. Sean Bernard's going to put that deep. Matt Mottershead, Shawnee's goalie, will get control. Deep bomb downfield. Oh, that's going to be missed by Seneca's defense. Chance there for Shawnee. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get there. There goes Aiden Jaquinto chipping it up. Here comes a scoring opportunity for Shawnee. Good save there by Seneca's goalie, Jonah Mikulski.
Yeah, Jonah Mikulski with a very nice save there.
Here's the...
Might be the best scoring chance we've had. There's the ball going. What looked like it would have gone into the net. That's the earlier play by Ryan Artis to prevent a Seneca goal.
Great save there by Mikulski. All right, Seneca moving this action right back down towards Shawnee's net. Here comes James Bacchino up the far sideline. Bacchino goes to John Mealy. Mealy carrying up, trying to get it back to Bacchino. That's going to be blocked by Seneca's defense. And Shawnee will get a header. We'll get a throw in him. James Bacchino preparing to throw this in for Shawnee.
Approaching 15 minutes into the first half of a scoreless contest here at Shawnee between the Seneca Golden Eagles and the Shawnee Renegades. Attempted crossing pass there by number 23, Aiden Jaquinto.
Jaquinto, yes.
Deflected away by Justin Patton, but going to result in a corner kick for the Renegades. Second one of the game for Shawnee. See if they can convert here.
A goal would be pretty big here for Shawnee in the scoreless half so far. If they can get a goal here, can pull one out, that'll be big. Shawnee's Aiden Jaquinto preparing. No, Shawnee's
Ben Delmeyer looked like.
Ben Delmeyer preparing to take this. He's going to put it in front. Shawnee defenders. Oh, almost. Shawnee has a scoring chance here. Another good save by Mikulski, getting his hands out, quickly grabbing that ball before Shawnee has the chance to.
Yeah, ball deflected off the. I think might have deflected off the back of a Seneca player. Mikulski was very alert to come out and get that ball picked up before the Shawnee attacker could get to it.
Goes Aiden Lewis with a nice trying to get there back from Shawnee. Zachary Bryden not able to control that for Seneca, and that's going to go back. A kick by Drew Gallagher. Here comes Shawnee's Aiden Lewis, putting that across to James Bacchino. Bacchino trying to control. That's going to be Again caught by Aiden Jaquinto. Jaquinto putting it over to Bailey Pringle. Pringle making his way up the far sideline with some speed. Oh, and Pringle gets tripped, crossing the 30.
I think that'll be a foul. Little feet tangled up there between attacker and defender. Looks like Dylan Ferrari getting ready to come in. We can see him on the sideline there next to assistant coach Marshall for the Renegades.
And there's the Renegades kick. It's high. There's a chance. Good clear there by the Golden Eagles, making sure to get it out of their zone before Shawnee has a chance to do anything.
But again, we talked in one of the keys to the game was crowding the box, and they certainly did crowd the box there. But sometimes crowding the box means there's a lot of bodies between you and the goalkeeper. And in that case, it hit one of the many bodies there, and John Miali was there to pick it up and kick it out of harm's way. And indeed, here comes Dylan Ferrari.
Switching out for, I believe that's number 18, Ben Delmeyer.
And looks like we're going to see Luke Leach check in for the Golden Eagles. And gives a rest to, looks like 24, that is, Zachary Brida.
There goes Shawnee putting it upfield. There goes Aiden Jaquinto, not quite able to control that. Leach having for Seneca, just went in, getting it. Shawnee now putting it across the field. Here goes Shawnee, fast on the attack. That's going to be kicked out of bounds.
Nice defense by Chris McCauley, getting it out of harm's way. Quick throw in, though, going to come for the Renegades.
James Pacino getting that throw in. Looking to see where he can go with it. Putting it across towards Jaquinto, just not quite, just in front of him now.
Yeah, just a little out of his reach.
Aiden Lewis now coming up the far side for the Renegades. Putting it back. Ball comes over to Pacino for the Renegades. Pacino putting a high pitch in. Almost a scoring opportunity there. Just a little bit to the left of the goal. Goalie able to stop that, and the ref blows a whistle.
Yeah, it looked like that might have been offside. That's why he called that one.
And kicking for Seneca, number 10, Pietro Gambino. Going a nice high ball down the field. It's going to hit off a Shawnee offenseman, who's then going to put it up. It's going to be kicked up again forward by Shawnee, then back towards the Shawnee goal by the Seneca Golden Eagles. James Pacino putting that up to the sidelines. Oh. Taking him back from the corner now, the Golden Eagles will have another chance to get out of their zone here. There go the Golden Eagles, nice header there. Back in the feet of Brett Funk, who's going to pass that across to Bailey Pringle. Pringle putting it back across to Aiden Lewis. Aiden Lewis now putting it back towards Funk. Funk putting it way upfield, down towards Aiden Jaquinto. A little bit too much on it. Seneca will regain control. Ryan Artis for Shawnee controlling this ball. He'll pass it over to James Pacino from midfield. Bailey Pringle back to Artis. Artis back to Pacino. Pacino putting it across. Funk now controlling the ball. Funk goes up. Shawnee putting it down on the offensive attack now. Shawnee making sure to keep it down in their zone. Seneca now having a nice attempt to regain control. Brent Funk will make sure to get there first and regain Shawnee control. Matt Mottershead fielding that out to Ryan Artis. Artis surveying his options in the field. And he'll put a deep one down towards the far sideline. That ball will bounce out of bounds right over the fence and go back to Seneca possession.
A lot of close man-on-man defense here, and manning up nicely at both squads. Except for the odd scoring chance for each side. There really hasn't been much in terms of pressure, sustained pressure by either team against the other.
Yeah, so far I would say it's been a pretty glaring game for the goalies. They've been hanging out there, only had to make. That was a nice save there by Mottershead. Spoke too soon on that. Appears as if senior goalie Matt Mottershead is down on the field now. His teammates waving for the coaches to come over. Not quite sure what happened there.
It seemed to be a routine, scoop, if you will. It went down, then all of a sudden he crumpled down to the turf, so.
Have to assume it had to be something when he was reaching down. He may have pulled something or. Both teams now returning to their benches. Mottershead still down. Shawnee training staff now over there. Seneca's head coach now making his way over towards Mottershead, where Shawnee coach is standing over him, as well as the trainer and both officials. Again, we're not quite sure what happened.
Look at the Seneca sideline there. You see the young man there just taking the drink now with the curly hair. That's Sean Casey, Seneca's normal starting goaltender, who suffered a concussion in an earlier game this year and is out for at least a couple of weeks. Also plays golf for me on the golf team, but wish our best along to Sean for a speedy recovery.
As you see there, Matt Mottershead is still lying down on the ground. Shawnee trainers over top of him.
You really have no clue. It just seemed to be, as I said, a very innocent play, and all of a sudden Mottershead was down on the ground, and I can only think that he may have taken maybe a knee or a shin to the side of the head, and it wasn't anything malicious or anything. It's just in the normal course of play.
There's Mottershead now leaning up a little bit. Seems to be scrunched up. I see there over on the sideline. All right, let's take a replay at that. Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. Got the knee or the upper part of the shin right in the side of the head.
Looked as if Seneca number 22, Jacob Wong, just was going a little bit too fast, wasn't able to stop himself, and went right into the side of the head of Matt Mottershead. As you can see on your screen now, Matt Mottershead leaning up.
It's a very, 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 very hot button issue right now, and you got to protect your athletes. Blows to the head of any kind, either with balls or with knees or legs or feet.
There's Shawnee backup goalie Philip Gardello on your screen, warming up now, obviously preparing to go into the game. He's on the sideline getting ready. There's Mottershead is now.
Athletic Director Rich Dodd coming over to make sure that he's okay. Oh, it looks like he's holding maybe a bloody nose. It looks like he may be holding a
Yeah, it does appear that he's
tissue
holding.
of some sort or cloth across the nose, so maybe it did catch him right on the nose area. And
Hopefully all he's going to come away with is a bloody nose. Hopefully there's no concussion or anything from that. All right, well, moving along this game, we'd like to give a congratulations to Zach Malcolm, who's a senior forward for Seneca. Yesterday, he scored his 25th career goal, which is the school record for soccer at Seneca. Congratulations to Zach Malcolm.
fine young man, had him in class last year, very bright young man. Certainly a team player, one of the captains of the Golden Eagles this year. And very major accomplishment for young Mr. Malcolm. Hats off. Nice round of applause for Matt Mottershead as he gets driven over and by the athletic training staff. And his parents are there alongside.
He does seem to be holding his nose there.
Or lip. It might be the lip. Anyway, let's hope he is okay and can not miss any time. We may not see him the rest of today's game, but it's a long season ahead, and I think the Renegades will be the first to tell you he's a vital cog in the success or lack thereof of what Shawnee's remainder of their season will be. Very experienced with a senior. But his backup, Phil Gardell, is also a senior, so they do have depth, experienced depth, I would say, too, at the goaltending position. So
Phil Galdella is a multi-sport athlete. I've played with him in hockey before. Very good athlete. He's definitely, I think, ready to step into this game and do what he can for this team. There's a shot of Phil Gardella now making his way down the sideline. He went down and had a word with Mottershead, sitting on the athletic trainer's cart.
So, and of course, if there is blood, which we assume there is on the turf, they're going to have to get that cleaned up before play can resume. So this could be a rather lengthy delay here. You see Shawnee kids now going to their bench. Some of the Seneca players, you can't see it on the screen because we have the athletic trainer taking care of Matt over there. But they're all standing in the shade or sitting in the shade on the track at this point, where it's much cooler than being out there in the sun. Looks like his lip from where they're
I was just going to say
attending to
that
him.
it does look like the inside of his lip
Yeah.
almost looks like it.
Maybe got cut on his teeth or something, or it's a tongue, or might have bit his tongue, or any, speculation purely there. But
Any number of things could have happened. His mom and dad there standing alongside of him, making sure that he's okay.
we've played 22 minutes and 36 seconds of the first half. We're still scoreless. No real sustained pressure from either team. A couple of odd scoring chances for both squads. Goaltenders up to the task. And now you've got this long break, and we may even see the teams warm up again as they did, when you get a break like of this magnitude.
All right, well, with that, we'll send it to a short break. Stick around, though, because we'll be right back with soccer action between the Shawnee Renegades and the Lenape and the Seneca Golden Eagles.
Connect with the Lenape Regional High School District highlights page on Facebook to see outstanding achievements of our students and staff. Just type LRHSD highlights, hit like, and you'll get the latest updates on achievements in academics, extracurricular activities, community service, and athletics from all 4 of the Lenape District's high schools. From success in the classroom, to volunteering in the community, to milestones on the court, there's a lot to like, with the Lenape Regional High School District highlights page.
Here we go. We're jumping right back into the action. Shawnee just had a goal that I believe was recalled.
Well, yeah, it was offside, so they blew the whistle before the ball was actually kicked. So, but in the follow-through, it did go through into the net, but will not count. The offside was clearly called before the ball ever left the player's foot.
Either way, still a nice play by Shawnee finishing there. Seneca now putting the ball deep. That's going to go off the head of a Shawnee defender. Shawnee's Jackson Goldman getting the ball across there to James Murray. James Murray putting it across to the far side of your screen. Aiden Lewis now going to put that across towards up. Lewis letting Seneca kick that ball out. Here comes Aiden Lewis ready to throw it back in. He's going to place that down and allow Shawnee's Ben Delmeyer to kick that back in. Across to Age Quinto.
Throw in for the Golden Eagles here.
All right, there goes Shawnee. Shawnee now putting it back across center field. There goes Seneca Eagles in on the tough attack. That ball's going to go out of bounds back into the possession of the Shawnee Renegades.
Jacob Wong trying to make a big play there.
We need the truck moved.
Guarantee anything. That's all hooked up to wire.
All right. Shawnee's backup goalie, Philip Gardella, now stepping into the game, ready to take this kick downfield. There goes Phil Gardella putting a bomb down the field to center field. Shawnee now coming through. Nice play there by Shawnee. Seneca's going to be able to kick that out of bounds. That'll turn into a throw-in for Shawnee. Number 18, Ben Delmeyer.
Cannot be moved. You're going to have to talk to Mr. Dodd. I don't know. He's probably down there in the cart. But the truck cannot be moved.
All right, Shawnee now maintaining control.
That's up to the athletic director. Should have got it out before the game.
Here comes Shawnee. Shawnee putting across to number 8, Braley Pringle. Pringle now looking to see where he can go with it. He's turning in now. Shawnee still controlling it in front. Here comes Shawnee on the attack. Seneca's going to put it back out. Back down the field is Seneca. Number 8 for Seneca. Luke Leach making his way down. Nice pass there. Seneca, here's a scoring opportunity. Seneca's going to put it. Good stop there by Shawnee defender. I believe. I didn't quite see who that was, but beautiful play there. Getting back and making sure that ball didn't travel into the net.
Sure was, and ended up being a nice play that it actually went off Seneca, not off Shawnee, so it'll be a goal kick for the Renegades.
Here goes Phil Gardella. All right. Golden Eagles now putting the ball on. Golden Eagles have a chance here.
Nice job by Gardella to come out and cut that off any possibility of a scoring chance for the Golden Eagles.
Absolutely. Phil Gardella coming out there, stopping that ball before it even has a possibility of going in. Gardella putting a nice shot down the field. Shawnee's going to get a nice header here. Here comes Shawnee. Seneca's going to kick that back out. Shawnee putting the ball upfield. James Murray looking to see where he can go, and that can be kicked just out of bounds by James Murray. Seneca may have deflected that, and now Shawnee's going to get the throw in. Shawnee goes back down to Murray. Murray goes across to Dylan Ferrari. Ferrari goes back to Brian Lorenz.
We have to get the trail. The whole trail around. 10 minutes.
Going to be a goal kick for the Golden Eagles.
All right, the Golden Eagles now.
Chris
They're trying
McCauley
to put
going
this
to
down.
take the kick for the Seneca Golden Eagles. Still scoreless, just over 11 and a half minutes to go in half number 1 here.
All right, here go the Golden Eagles taking it at center field.
A couple of pretty good scoring, I wouldn't say opportunities, but pressure by the Golden Eagles, requiring some good defensive plays by first the defender and then the goalkeeper for Shawnee.
High ball. It's going to land just in Shawnee's control. Ryan Artis now having the chance to dump that down. Looking for Jackson Goldman there. Joe Goldman just wasn't able to control that.
Be a throw in over there on the far side for Seneca.
Seneca's John Mealy getting the throw in there and putting it across. Shawnee now gaining control.
A nice
Nice
little touch
move.
pass, yes it was.
Right through the legs there.
Brian Lorenz moving up the left side, pressured by Tippin, and Lovett clears it out for Seneca.
Seneca now putting it down towards the goal. Here comes the pressure for Shawnee. Phil Gardella scooping that up. Nice play there by Gardella to keep the pressure off of himself. Gardella rolling that out now towards Shawnee. Shawnee making their way up the far sideline. Oh, just a error there by Shawnee. Seneca now having control. A little bit of confusion there with the defenders right at the end, but they're able to clear that out.
Goes out off of Shawnee over the end line, I think. It looks like it's going to be a corner. We got some changes for the Golden Eagles. 24, Zach Bryda, number 11, Sean Bernard, and number 4, Zach Malcolm all check back in for Seneca. Looks like Luke Leach coming out now, along with Sam McHugh and also Jacob Wong. So good solid work by 3 of the reserves for the Golden Eagles there, including Wong, who had that maybe one of the better chances that Seneca's had in the last 10 minutes or so.
Here comes Shawnee. Oh, Shawnee player looked like he got knocked down there. He's all right though.
Free kick.
Here comes Shawnee moving right back up the field on the far side of your screen.
Good one-on-one battle over there between Jackson Goldman and Drew Gallagher.
Beautiful footwork there by Goldman. Here goes Shawnee with the chance, and it's a header that's knocked out. What a play there by Seneca's goalie.
Yeah, great play there by Jonah Mikulski to keep this scoreless. And we did get a call there. I was going to say it looked like a little physicality there by the Shawnee attacker against Seneca defender.
All right, here comes Seneca now.
Miali.
Nice little foot move there. He's not able to maintain
Nice
control.
defense there, though, by Brian Lorenz. Eventually knocked out of bounds by Seneca and a Shawnee throw. In under 8 minutes now to go in the first half. Scoreless still here at the home of the Renegades.
Number 9, Dylan Ferrari, about to throw this in for Shawnee. Back over to Ferrari. Ferrari looking to his options. He's going to put that up to James Murray. Murray looking back. He's going to go back to Ferrari. Ferrari puts it over to Lorenz. Lorenz making his way up the far sideline. He's going to rush to keep that in, and he's not going to be able to, but Seneca's going to knock that ball out. Brian Lorenz now is going to give a quick throw in over to Murray. Murray, beautiful play there by Murray to maintain control of that ball. Looks like the ref will blow a whistle on it, though.
All right, long kick downfield. Tipping to Malcolm, but Shawnee there this time with a good defensive play.
Seneca now putting it back into Shawnee territory. Shawnee's Dylan Ferrari turning around with that. Now back over to Ryan Artis. Ryan Artis will put it up the field. Back to Dylan Ferrari. Ferrari putting it up to Brian Lorenz. Lorenz going deep for Shawnee. Shawnee has a chance here. There's a one-on-one.
Nice
Shawnee
header
kicking it
by
back.
Drew Gallagher.
Beautiful
Sweet
play
move,
there.
but good defense by McCauley to pick up for his teammate.
Seneca keeping that in. James Murray for Shawnee now controlling the ball. He's going to go across to Dylan Ferrari. Ferrari moves some nice foot moves to get free there. He's going to put a pass up the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Seneca. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. Still a scoreless game. Here goes Seneca now on the attack. It's going to be broken up by the Shawnee defense. Shawnee's James Murray putting that deep. One-on-one for Shawnee. And that's going to be broken up by Seneca. Nice move there by Seneca to keep that ball out of Shawnee's hands. Nice footwork there by Mitch Tippin for Seneca. Now it's going to go back to Shawnee defender Brent Funk. Funk's going to pull up and let Philip Gardella, the goalie who went in for Matt Mottershead, who was injured earlier in this game, back into his control. Gardella will bomb it down the Shawnee field. High off the head of a Seneca defender, off the head of another Seneca defender, and back into the control of James Murray. We'll put that back into Dylan Ferrari's control. Dylan Ferrari coming up the sideline now. Good move there to get off the defender, puts it back into the control of Brian Lorenz. Lorenz, the ball goes high in front of the net.
There. Nice. Oh, it looked like a little bit of a push there and a handball, but we got no call. Let him play. I like that.
There's Ryan Artis for Shawnee getting ready to throw this one back in. He's going to give it to James Bacchino.
Thomas Fox, number 21, checks in now.
All right, now it's time for the Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
That's right after there was the head ball. Mikulski did a nice job to go up there with Kane Feutner. Kane Feutner's a basketball player, and you can see he's the tallest kid on the field. Certainly may be a little advantage in his jumping abilities.
There goes a high ball off of, I believe that was Cade Feutner. That's going to be Seneca's ball coming back into this game. Here come the Renegades now.
Times have changed. Nice work, though.
Here comes Seneca now putting a nice sized kick down the field. Both teams hustling to get to the ball.
Owen
Shawnee's
Lovett
James
sends it up. Malcolm going to try to get there first, beaten to the ball by number 12, Ryan Artis.
Artis will then put that ball down.
Controlled over here by number 12, Owen Lovett.
Lovett goes up to Sharon Bernard.
No touch there, they say, by Shawnee, so it'll be Shawnee throw in.
James Pacchino is going to throw that in. He's looking at number 5.
And that one's up into the stands. Knocked down nicely by one of the parents. Nice sliding tackle there by Drew Gallagher.
There's a shot by Shawnee. It's going to be wide.
Well wide of the mark. Under 2 minutes now, as you can see, remaining in the first half.
Still a scoreless game here, minute 50 to go.
A couple of isolated scoring chances for each team, but as I said again, no prolonged attack by either squad in their offensive end. Both teams have done a nice job of clearing out when the ball is in their end.
There was Thomas Fox for Seneca passing that up to Zach Malcolm. Malcolm goes across. Here come the Renegades. Ryan Artis putting the ball up into the feet of James Murray. Murray's then going to put it across to Brian Lorenz. Lorenz goes back across to Pietro Gambino. Gambino's going to lose control of that. It's going to go back towards the Shawnee defense. Up on the far side of your screen now, Shawnee controlling the ball. Jackson Goldman spinning out of there. He's going to put it back. Pietro Gambino now puts it across to Ryan Artis. Artis goes to James Bacchino. Bacchino across to Murray. Bacchino making a nice step up there to keep it in. Ryan Artis back down the field. A little bit over 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Here come the Golden Eagles on the attack. Golden Eagles hustling to keep that in. I believe that's going to be a kick for Shawnee, though. Shawnee's number 12, Ryan Artis, a senior this year, will be taking this kick in. Just over 10 seconds left to go in the game. He puts it downfield, and that'll end the first half.
Certainly a very closely played first half.
Oh, absolutely. The score still being 0-0. Both teams taking their chances of their opportunities, and both teams playing very well on defense. As you see there's the Shawnee bench. There's the backup goalie who had to step up big during this game. Philip Gardella has played very well, made a few saves during this first half that he stepped in, and really playing well and stepping up to the plate when he had to.
Agreed.
This has definitely been an interesting game. That first half seemed probably longer than normal. Matt Mottershead, the Shawnee's goalie. All right, and with that, we'll send it off to break. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Isn't a kid having a pet wild boar a rite of passage?
Sure. We experimented with omnivorous swine as teenagers, right?
Maybe we should get some help.
What would the neighbors say?
Some things can't wait. If your teen is trying drugs, you can do something about it.
I bet it's just a phase.
Yeah. Ooh.
Find out more from the partnership and our community partners.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003 or on the web at www.pwpm.net. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680. or by email jmelagrana@lrhsd.org.
Hello and welcome back to Shawnee High School, where we're returning to a scoreless second half here between the Seneca Golden Eagles and the Shawnee Renegades. Jumping right back in here, the Renegades will have a kick here. Looks like Phil Gardella is calling for the ball. Senior goalie Philip Gardella now taking that from his net. He's going to give a kick downfield, see if the Renegades can get something going here. And there's Gardella putting a nice kick down the field. Golden Eagles taking control of it.
Nice defensive play there by Ben Delmeyer to keep it away from Zach Malcolm.
There goes Seneca at center field. And the Renegades putting it right back down. There goes Ryan Artis putting it down the field. Okay, there go the Ryan Artis again, putting it down the field for the Renegades. Going to go back into Shawnee control on the far sideline. There goes Shawnee back down. Back again to Artis. He's going to put in a short pass to James Murray. James Murray seeing what he can do with it, getting some speed. That'll be kicked out of bounds by Seneca, and that'll be a throw-in for Shawnee. There goes Shawnee throwing it in. Good hustle there by Shawnee. Shawnee maintaining control. Kicking it back to Artis. Artis looking across the field. He's going to put it across to Brent Funk. Funk seeing where he can go with it. He's putting it across to Brent Delmar. Funk back to Artis. Artis goes up the field to James Murray. Murray, nice little cutback move there. That'll be kicked out of bounds by Seneca. And now Murray will have a throw in. Murray throws the ball up. Back to him. He's going to give a long kick down the field off the head of a Shawnee player. That'll be a whistle. And Golden Eagles ball. Golden Eagles now getting another throw in. James Murray taking control of the ball. There goes Gambino. Gambino will put that back to Gardella. Gardella then puts it back way down the field off the head of Jackson Goldman. Seneca gets control of it in midfield. There comes Shawnee coming now fast up the field. Shawnee doing a nice job to keep that away from the defenders. Be blocked by Seneca, but Shawnee gets control again. Seneca will do a nice job clearing that out of their zone.
Nice team defense there between Gallagher and Lovett. Stopping what looked like maybe a numbers advantage for Shawnee, but now they're going wide. Looking to cross. Nice tackle by Tippin.
Looks like Dan Goodson got tripped up there.
And it looks like it's just going to be a throw. Ball did not go over the end line. Or is it going to be a free? We're not sure here. Looks like it's just going to be a direct kick. Nope, it's going to be a corner after all.
Here's a great scoring opportunity for Shawnee later in this game.
It's a low driving corner. Not a lot you can do with that. But there's a good opportunity by Feudner. Blocked by the Seneca defense. Usually you like those corners to have a little more elevation on them so you can get header or something like that. If they go deep, you always got a foot on it. That appeared to be a more low driving kick. I don't know if it was designed that way or whether it was a mishit over there in the corner. Subs coming in now. Jacob Wong checking back in and Luke Leach checking back in. Zach Malcolm, one of the captains, going to take a break, and so is Eric Pierre.
Here comes, I believe, Seneca Golden Eagles taking a kick here from the side, or throw in. Here comes Lovett. He's going to throw that away down the field, looking to connect. Wasn't quite able to. Shawnee's going to regain control of this ball. Seneca now coming through with it, though.
Oh, nice center.
Here come the Golden Eagles.
I think that'll probably be a call. Yeah, they're going to get Bailey Pringle there, number 8. Being a little too physical on defense. It's like John Miali will take it for Seneca. About the 25, awful long distance. Looks like this is going to be a direct because they're moving him back 10 yards. And it is a direct.
Miali now taking this kick.
It's a big one.
Good kick there.
And it bounces, and skips up over the goal. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if...
Just a weird bounce.
I don't know if Gardella got a piece of it or just because of the topspin it hit and just went way up in the air right over the goal.
From my angle, that looked like a ball that had a lot of force spin on it.
Yeah.
It may have just hit the ground and bounced right up over the goal. That was a very good scoring opportunity for Seneca, though. Gardella got lucky there. That didn't
probably a good
in.
2 feet over the goal, though. It wasn't as if, it hit the crossbar. It was a good 2 feet above. And that ball bounced a good 5-6 yards short of the goal and hopped up like that. Looked like a baseball that went into the stands for a ground rule double. It almost actually bounced so high to go through the uprights. You get 3 points for that in a soccer game?
I don't believe in a soccer game. Could. Football, though.
And later tonight, of course, Friday night football all over the district.
Renegades will be taking on the Allentown Eagles at Allentown tonight.
And the Golden Eagles will host Moorestown later on this evening.
Good luck to both of those football teams playing tonight. There goes
long drive, and that'll be well wide. Good foot by Zachary Bryda, but not on goal. And you know what? If you're Shawnee, though, you're going to let him take those shots. There's a pretty good chance your goalkeeper is going to.
All right, let's take a look at the Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
Here comes John Miali, number 17. He's going to get it. Set it up right on about the 25.
And here comes, everyone's getting set up. There goes the kick.
And by this time, it's already gone over the net, so we don't get to actually see the bounce on replay. But it was a needless to say, a high hopper.
All right, Shawnee now taking control of it in their defensive zone. Nice pass up the middle. Look over towards the way of Quinto, not quite going to get to him. Seneca giving a nice pass there. Justin Patton getting that ball. That's going to go out of bounds. And then it'll be a Seneca Eagles throw-in. Off the head of a Shawnee player there. There goes Seneca, high ball. Lands just inside the Shawnee zone. Jaquinto giving a nice little kick there to get it out. Good header by Shawnee. Another good one. Here comes Shawnee. That's going to be hit deep and wide by Seneca, out of bounds.
get the feeling, Scott, that one goal may be all either squad needs today.
Just over 30 minutes left in this game. It seems as if one goal will decide this game. Whoever gets the first goal will be definitely give that team a lot of momentum. A little bit of contact there. Oh, looked like it almost went off the face of Brent Funk there. Seems to be all right, though. Doesn't seem at all affected by it.
Gallagher gets there to keep it alive for the Golden Eagles. To Patton and back to Lovett.
Well,
tries to go up the center.
Here we go.
That's Leach.
Just lost it there. Artist giving some nice pressure.
Tipping too far for anybody, and Gardella easily scoops it and going to go back the other way for Shawnee.
Gardella looking into one of his options here. He's going to put that high and deep down the field. Landing well into Seneca territory. Shawnee almost have a chance there. Little collision between Shawnee offender and the Seneca defender. Both seem to be all right. That'll result in a Seneca free kick. Golden Eagles now kicking it away down the field. Nice header there, getting it down in Shawnee territory. Phil Gardella taking control of that ball. Shawnee's goalie, Gardella, gonna give a kick here. Puts that high and long down the field. Seneca Golden Eagles get a header. Here comes Shawnee now. Good hustle down, and that'll result in Shawnee kick. Shawnee now taking time to set up. Gonna try and take advantage of this opportunity. There goes Shawnee putting it in. Off the head of a Seneca defender. Brent Funk taking that. It's going to go back to Aiden Jaquinto. Jaquinto's going to put it across in front. Barely missed a header by Shawnee. There's Ryan Artist again putting it deep. James Murray taking control of the ball now. Artist going down. He's going to go off the head of Shawnee player. Back into the crawl of Jaquinto making a run at it. Shawnee's a nice footwork there by Shawnee. Riley Pringle now putting it up the middle towards Aiden Jaquinto. Whistle there by the referee. Didn't quite see what the call was. Looks like the officials having a discussion with a couple of the Seneca players there towards center field. And taking this kick for Shawnee is going to be number 14, Kane Feudner. Feudner putting a nice shot towards the Seneca goal. That's going to be barely wide of the net. Missed opportunity there by the Renegades. Still scoreless with 26:51 left to go in the second half of this Renegades versus Golden Eagles soccer matchup. There's Aiden Lewis hustling for that ball down the corner. Aiden Lewis is going to put it across, or at least try to. That's going to be blocked by Seneca. Again captured by the Renegades. Renegades looking to see where they can go with it. Lewis is going to put it across. It's going to be intercepted by Seneca.
Zach Malcolm looking, is he going to cross for Eric Pierre? Oh. Didn't find Pierre, and
here comes Shawnee.
Anybody else.
Okay, Renegades number 14, Caden Feudner getting ready to take this kick again. Great chance here for the Renegades.
This is a direct, too, so he could score right off this goal. Of course, the four-man wall right in front of him makes it a little more difficult. Tries to hook it, but goes right into the goalkeeper. But solid play by Jonah Mikulski to keep us scoreless.
Here with 25 minutes to go.
Of course, if we would be tied, then you have 10 minutes overtimes. Golden goal, as they call it in soccer. First goal wins. If you play the 10 minutes scoreless, then the game in the regular season ends in the tie.
Oh, there goes almost a rebound, almost a scoring opportunity there for the Renegades as they popped up a rebound. All right, James Bacchino getting ready to throw this back in for the Renegades. There goes Bacchino. He puts that right into the feet of James Murray. Kicked back out of bounds. Bacchino goes for it. And there goes Bacchino putting a nice high ball. Good header by Shawnee getting in front. Seneca's going to kick that back downfield. There goes Aiden Jaquinto chipping in front. Jaquinto putting it on net. Nice save there by John Mikulski.
Yeah, Jonah did a nice job there.
Jonah Mikulski making sure to get across. That was a weird bounce at the end. Made sure to get his body in front of it. Grabbed the ball, made a nice save. There's a really high ball coming down. Midfield header by Shawnee. Here come the Renegades. Golden Eagles coming in now in an opportunity. It's going to be broken up by the Renegades before they were able to get too far into their zone. And Jaquinto is going to be tripped up there. Looks like he's looking for a call. Back to Shawnee defender Brent Funk. Funk's going to go across to Artis. Artis is going to put it up towards James Bacchino. Bacchino putting it on the sidelines. Looks like he was looking for 27, Aiden Lewis there. A little bit in front of him, just out of his reach. It's going to go down and off the end of the field. All right, taking this kick for Seneca now. There goes Seneca coming up the field. We missed by Shawnee. He's number 9, Dylan Ferrari. Ferrari's then going to kick it back up the field. Sorry, Brent Funk's going to kick it up the field.
Drew Gallagher there for Seneca. 3 people come together. Eventually the head of Zachary Brida made it go further down, but Shawnee was there.
Here comes Aiden Lewis coming in, putting a lot of pressure on him. Here comes Shawnee's Dan Goodson.
Oh, good job by Drew Gallagher to stay with
Absolutely.
Dan
Beautiful
Goodson.
play by Gallagher there to stay right on top of Goodson, not let him get too far into the Golden Eagle zone. Here comes Shawnee up the far side of your screen.
Gallagher again, but again, Shawnee prevents the clear. Goodson trying
There
to
we
make
go.
something happen, but kicks it too far, and it's going to be a goal kick for Seneca. So that'll probably mean Chris McCauley, number 10.
20 and change here to go in the second half of this game. Still tied at 0-0.
McCauley, one of the senior captains of the Golden Eagles soccer team.
Getting ready to take this kick, put it downfield, hopefully get it down to Shawnee territory and try to make something happen. There's the kick.
Came on off the foot of James Murray over to the right side where Miali picks it up, knocked out of bounds. Quick throw in to keep play moving. Trying to get Zach Malcolm. Great battle there between he and Brett Funk. Eventually ball goes over the sideline. Shawnee's off Shawnee, so Miali will throw in.
Miali getting ready to throw this in for the Golden Eagles. Looking around at his options on the field.
Looks like he's going to give it up to Owen Lovett for the throw in.
Lovett doing the same thing, looking to see where he goes. He's going to throw that high and towards the Shawnee net.
Oh, nice double punch out by Gardella.
Gardella using that long reach of his with those tall, long arms. He's going to reach out and kick that ball away.
Tell you what, Scott, I wouldn't want to get knuckles from Gardella.
I would not. He's got those.
Looks like hurt. I would like that would hurt.
Came out of nowhere and punched that ball in the air.
Oh, and that'll be a foul. That'll be a time, and I'm thinking we're going to get a card here. He quickly, yes, it's going to be a yellow card, and I can't tell who it's on. I guess it's on Zach Malcolm.
And he's going to, looks like he was reaching for a second there. It looked like he was reaching in his pocket to grab a red card, but I guess he's not going to. That was on Zach Malcolm.
So Malcolm's going to have to come out, and Jake Wong comes in.
All right, now let's take a look at the replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
Ooh. Oh, I can see why, and I'll leave it at that.
Ref now on the sidelines talking to Zach Malcolm. Malcolm taking a seat on the bench. Well, if you look at adjacent to the field of ours, it seems as if the JV game is finished up. Probably this game running long, a result of that injury we had in the first half that took about 20 minutes to resolve, get the field cleaned up. Officials making their way back onto the field now. Looks like we're going to get back underway here at Shawnee High School. All right, here goes Phil Gardella.
Good strong foot.
Putting a long one down the field.
Nobody there but green jerseys. Now goes to Wong. Nice back defensive, back checking, if you will. I know it's not checking, but same idea. Nice defense by the Renegades there, but it's going to go out off them and be a result in a throw-in for the Golden Eagles. Pierre has it. Now it's Miali.
Miali putting that in towards the goal.
And that's wide, and that'll be a goal kick.
Still, Gardella made a point to get over there and stop that ball.
Just in case. You never know with a crazy bounce, you know.
We saw it earlier in the game.
Not having ever really played competitively, it amazes me what soccer players can do spin-wise with the ball coming off their feet.
Absolutely, they can do.
Hook it, slice it, you know, make it go both directions, make it take weird bounces off the ground. We saw one of those earlier from Miali on that free kick.
We saw the hook shot on the direct, Shawnee's last direct kick. He was able to hook it around that
the wall
there, and didn't get in, but still an amazing, amazing kick.
What was that movie? Bend It Like Beckham?
I haven't seen it.
You're too young. Bend It Like Beckham, and that's what it was all about, bending the ball like European superstar Beckham can do.
All right, here comes Brent Funk for Shawnee. He's going to kick a nice high back-spinning ball.
And
Caden
I think
Feuner's
we have a little push from behind, it looked like.
Seneca now taking a kick. believe that's number 14, Mitch Tippin. Or no, I'm staying corrected. It's Christopher McCauley. He's going to take that kick for Shawnee. Going to be brought up to...
A little too far over the sideline.
And that'll be thrown in by 18 for Shawnee, Ben Delamar. Delamar's going to put it back to Brent Funk. Funk across to Artis. Artis across to Ferrari. Ferrari's going to put it way up the field towards Feudner. Feudner, nice little back kick there to James Murray. Murray's looking for Aiden Lewis. Aiden Lewis will get to the ball, which will be kicked out of bounds by Seneca.
So should be a throw since it went over the sideline and not a corner because it never reached the end line. .5 minutes now remaining in the second half. Still scoreless.
There goes Artis throwing that ball in. Cade Feudner kicking it back towards the sideline. James Murray goes right back towards the Shawnee goal.
Seneca outnumbering the Renegades there in the midfield area. We've got a foul, looks like, called on Goodson.
Goodson looked like he knocked down Zachary Brida there. And that will result in a kick for Seneca. This will be taken by number 10, Christopher McCauley. McCauley looking downfield, seeing where he can go. There goes McCauley putting it hard down the field. Shawnee's going to be right on top of it. Just over 15 minutes left to go in this game. See there's Aiden Lewis jogging off for Shawnee.
Not sure what the last call was, whether there was must have been infraction of some sort, maybe a hold, you know, they're so slight sometimes. The referees, you got to give them a lot of credit here in soccer because just a little tug on the elbow or something like that just knocks you off stride. And that can be enough to lead the other team on a breakaway. There's a long ball down into the scoring zone.
Looks like you have a chance there.
Well defended there by number 23, Aiden Jaquinto.
Jaquinto is going to put that upfield.
Drew Gallagher trying to make his way through a couple of Shawnee defenders.
Gallagher will get caught up.
Hustles over for it, but eventually, and it's going to be off of Shawnee. So it'll be a Seneca throw, and we're going to see number 16, Sam McHugh.
I believe that's Owen Lovett, actually, who's going to throw that back in.
Yes, and number 11, Sean Barnard, comes out. So McHugh in, Barnard out, Lovett on the throw-in. And now Zach Malcolm checks back in.
Zach Malcolm coming off of a yellow card. Back into the game. There goes Lovett with the throw. It's going to go off the head of James Murray. Murray looking up at Feudner. Feudner's going to go back towards Murray.
Oh, nice job of coming back on it by Jake Wong.
Small collision there by two Seneca defenders. It's going to put in deep and high by Artis. Seneca.
Eric Pierre tried to chap it, but it rolled on his ankle. He's
Beautiful.
Okay, but knocked him down.
Beautiful footwork there by Barely Pringle coming across the middle. He'll toss that off to Aiden Lewis. Aiden Lewis going back towards the center. Cade Feudner. Shawnee has a chance here in front. Here comes Shawnee with a chance.
Good save, just wide.
Just wide of the net.
Kind of hooked it right in front of the net. Never even went wide per se.
He was almost like he was looking for a header there in front. Header or a pass or someone there to kick it in.
McCauley will take the kick for the Golden Eagles.
McCauley getting ready to put this one downfield. 13 minutes left to go and still this 0-0 tied game. There goes McCauley putting a deep one down. Gonna cross midfield.
Wong to Miali. Miali now looking in the center to Malcolm.
Malcolm seeing where he can go with it. He's gonna go across to Gallagher. Gallagher seeing where he can go. Gallagher looking up the field. He's gonna go to Pierre. Pierre back to Gallagher. Gallagher looking in
Looks
front.
to
He's going to put it across.
That's going to be too far.
Too much on it. He was on the run.
Sam McHugh was there too, but then that's a tough ball.
All right, let's take a look at the Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
And the header by Malcolm eventually comes loose over to Goodson, trying to get it on his chest, and he just hooked it.
Close there by Shawnee.
Was.
Not able to finish.
While we were watching the replay, Pietro Gambino and Brian Lorenz checked back in for the Renegades. Be a Shawnee kick here.
Ryan Artis taking this kick for Shawnee. There's the ball on your screen now. Far kick towards it. This could take a weird bounce. It's going to be a nice play there by Jonah Mikulski to keep control of that ball and be right on top of it. Mikulski putting a ball down there. Aiden Lewis putting it across. And Lewis now hustling for the ball. He's going to kick that up. Nice move there by Lewis to get control. That's going to be kicked way out of bounds.
Cut off there by McCauley.
It's going to be way off the court.
That's halfway to McKendeman Road.
Absolutely. I believe that's up in a tree now.
Ah, well, they got more soccer balls.
There's a throw in by Shawnee.
Nice header by Feudner right in front.
Shawnee.
Oh, just goes wide. Nobody on that far post, because if there'd have been somebody there, it was a wide open goal, but Shawnee didn't have anybody on the back corner, on the back end there at the back post.
I can almost say it's the second time Shawnee hasn't had someone on that back post that could have been a scoring opportunity.
They maintained possession.
10 minutes, 30 seconds left to go.
Ball is booted away. That's going to go out, and so be a throw in for Shawnee. Last two times downfield, they've had a couple of very good scoring opportunities.
Here goes the Eagles putting one down. Nice kick over there across. Brent Funk's going to hit that off of his head. Back over to Aiden Lewis. Lewis chipping it up. Lewis making a hustle for it. Justin Patton keep control of the ball here for Seneca. He's going to kick that just out of bounds. James Murray will throw it up.
Ball goes out, and it'll be possession for Seneca. Looks like number 8, Luke Leach, checks back in. John Miali going to take a little breather. 9.5 minutes now. And now time becomes a factor, for both teams, 0-0.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly you don't play for a tie to go to, overtime, but you certainly don't want to take any big risks at this point to possibly give a scoring opportunity away to the opposition. Going down that far side for Wong. Marked over there by number 12, Ryan Artis.
He's got Jacob Wong down there now. That's going to be brought in Phil Gardella. Nice save there by Gardella to keep
Yeah,
control
pretty
of that
routine,
ball.
but did a nice job. Let's go down to one knee, make sure nothing weird happens here.
Gardella getting ready to bomb this down the field. He puts a high one down. That's going to come down around the 50.
Nice touch by Malcolm to Wong. Going to go far side.
Back down there, coming up for Shawnee. 17, Brian Lorenz making his way up. Looking to see where he can go with this ball. He's going to put one down towards the center, towards Kane Feudner. It's going to be caught up. There's one too many Seneca guys down there. They're able to break that up.
Interesting that Feudner put his back to him, almost like he was in a rebounding position. As I said earlier, Kane's a member of the Shawnee varsity basketball team, so he almost looked like a rebounder there to put himself between the defender and the ball. Eventually, Seneca stayed tough and did repel possible scoring opportunity for the Renegades.
Here goes Dylan Ferrari going towards that with the Renegades. Ferrari throwing one in. Whistle will be blown out. I believe that's going to be another throw in for the Renegades. Ferrari again, getting ready to throw this in. He's going to throw it towards Pietro Gambino. We go back to Ferrari, back to Artis. Artis will put a long one down towards, go off the head of Seneca. There goes Gambino. Gambino goes back now. Here comes Seneca on the attack.
Drew
Seneca
Gallagher,
having
tough
a
on
good
the
drive there.
ball.
Gallagher.
Nice job. Good job clearing the front by Ryan Artis.
There goes Shawnee. Now you got Kane Feudner and Dan Goodson. It's going to be cleared back out by Seneca.
McCauley again. He's played a solid defensive game. Lovett's been strong on the throw-ins and on his side, and McCauley has taken all the goal kicks and kicks at that end and just made a nice play earlier, kicking it into the trees, and a nice defensive play there on a 2-on-2. Battled it out here, and it'll go out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick. They will call it out off of Seneca. Zachary Bryda in for the Golden Eagles. Aiden Jaquinto, and looks like Bailey Pringle back in for Shawnee. Jake Wong comes out, Aiden Lewis comes out, and looks like number 9, Dylan Ferrari comes out.
Still at 0-0 with just over 6 minutes to come in this second half of this soccer game here. It's a deep one by Gardella. Off the head of a Seneca defender. Oh, there goes Kane Feudner with some nice foot moves. It's going to be blocked by
Gallagher again.
Gallagher. Good defensive play there by Gallagher to shut down that play before it even got started. Oh, there's a nice hustle by Seneca to intercept that pass. It's going to be brought up the field to Zach Malcolm. Malcolm's going to put it up. Hustling forward to Seneca.
Leach. He's able to keep it in from going out and then drops it back. Going to go to Patton. There's a header. Oh. He had a good look and just hit it off the side of his foot. Eventually goes over to Shawnee. Here comes Sean Barnard back in for Sam McHugh. Throw-in's going to belong to Seneca. It's going to be Drew Gallagher.
Here goes Gallagher. Gallagher throwing it down.
Oh, very nicely read there by Ben Dalmeyer. Jumped in front of the throw-in.
It's another nice pass. Another place pass block by James Murray.
Back to Lovett. He drills one. Easily handled by the Renegade defense. He comes back to Tippin.
Looks like we had a down Seneca player. That's number 9.
Eric Pierre.
Pierre's back up now. But believes so whistle stopped, he will have to come out regardless, and Seneca will have to substitute him.
Eric Pierre comes out. John Miali going to come back in. I don't think you'll see Pierre out long. He looks okay. Maybe just a wind knocked out situation.
I believe he just has to come out for a little bit of time.
Yeah, till next stop it. Till next time you can come in, throw in, Seneca possession.
Referee looks to be checking pressure some balls there to make sure that they're good to play with.
Looked like that one might have been a little underinflated. Balls can lose their inflation getting kicked this hard, or Tom Brady got to him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
One or the other.
But it's going to be Shawnee possession, I believe, if I recall. Oh, no, it's a Seneca throw. I'm sorry. Seneca kick. Zach Malcolm.
Zach Malcolm putting that down towards the Shawnee net. Here we go.
Oh, battle for it. Laid on the back for a minute of Zach Bryda.
Gardella was out of his net there. If they had gotten that ball free, that would have been an excellent scoring opportunity. Coming up the field now for Shawnee is number 10, Pietro Gambino. Gambino putting it across to Goodson. Goodson looking to see where he can go with it.
In front. Oh, nice block again by Drew Gallagher.
Oh, here
Loose.
comes Shawnee
There's
with a chance.
No.
Oh, it's up
wide,
and over
high
the net.
and wide. Be a goal kick. Good chance there for Shawnee. Couldn't see who the number was. It wasn't Goodson. It may have been Gambino, I believe, who got that good scoring chance. All right, well, Chris McCauley's going to take it with three and a half to go in regulation now.
There's a nice header by Shawnee. Another header by Seneca.
Eric Pierre looking to do something with it. Challenged. Goes down the right side, and it's just going to run out of room over there. Good hustle by Sean Bernard, but wasn't able to keep the ball from going out of bounds. So it'll be a Renegade throw-in.
There goes Ryan Artis. Going to kick it over to a throw-in. Back up the field. Back into Shawnee's territory now. Ball's going to go high, up, over. That'll be kicked out of bounds for a Seneca throw-in. 2 minutes and 38 seconds left here in this game.
Well, that's if somebody scores. If not, then we go to the first of two 10-minute overtime sessions. First goal wins. If no goals in those 20 minutes, it stands a tie. Shawnee already has one of those this year, I believe, against Timber Creek with their 3-0-1 record.
There goes Seneca. Off the head of the Seneca player.
Would have liked to headed that back further towards the Shawnee goal, but went straight up in the air. Gallagher and Goodson battle for it. Oh, nice spin move by Goodson, and then Gallagher going to get him with an elbow, knock him down, and referee's going to say something to him there. Not giving him a card, but he's just telling him that's, you don't want to do that, dude.
I believe the reason why the referee's going to say that to him is because on the play before, I think Goodson had pulled down. Here's the replay, Ivy Rehab replay, Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com. Yeah, that was, I believe,
clearly a foul.
I believe on the play right before that too, Goodson had pulled down.
There's a nice ball in the middle.
There we go.
Oh, and Mikulski makes the save, and wait a minute, yes, it is a save.
Beautiful
Going to be a corner.
save
Wow, a diving save by Jonah Mikulski with just over a minute and change left. Wow, that had the far side ticketed.
This will be a huge opportunity for the Renegades.
By the time they get this off, it'll probably be a minute to go. Haven't had much success on corners. They really haven't gotten any good scoring opportunities off the corner. There's a nice drive. There's Feudner. He scores!
What a goal by Kane Feudner to get that header in.
Well, that's the big man. We talked about him being a basketball player. He's got to be, I don't know, we don't have stats here. He's got to be 6'4", 6'5", right?
At least he's got the jump on him, too. He gets
that was
he gets
a
himself in the air.
beautiful. I got to tell you, draw it up that way. Beautiful, nice ball, hooking towards the goal. The biggest player on your team is in the center. He goes up, and you can't. There's no defense against that.
Absolutely. What a goal there by Kane Feudner.
53.7 left in the game.
Seneca needs a quick start here if they want a chance at bringing this to overtime. There goes Seneca putting it deep down the field. That'll be headed by Shawnee. Seneca Pierre,
They hadn't had many corners all game with success, and they certainly got one there. They're going to give Eric Pierre a yellow? Yes, they are.
It's understandable why they gave him the yellow, but I don't think in any way Eric Pierre meant to jump up and hit him in the air. Immediately after it, he apologized.
Yes, he did. Tapped him on the chest as if to say sorry about that. Maybe a little frustration there. Just frustration is the wrong word. Just trying so hard. You've played such a wonderful defensive game, really holding a very powerful Shawnee team in check all game long.
38 seconds left to go in this game.
And one corner kick. We talked about the very first corner kick of the game. We said, these are the kind of plays you score on. And Shawnee really hadn't had much success on the corners all game until right then and there. And I think it was it Gambino that took the corner? We'll hopefully get a replay on that eventually.
18 seconds left to go here. What a way to end this game, though. 10 seconds left here. It seems as if the Shawnee Renegades have...
and that's going to do it as it goes out of bounds. And Seneca's going to quickly try to throw it in, but 2-1, and you're going to hear the horn as the ball goes up into the bleachers and comes right back onto the field.
Got a nice bounce there, went right back onto the field. You just saw on your screen, Philip Gardell is celebrating with his team. Great game by Phil Gardell to come in
combined
cold.
shutout with Matt Mottershead. We hope Matt's okay and can come back as quickly as possible. But for somebody that wasn't thinking he was going to play today, Phil Gardella did a wonderful job keeping the Golden Eagles off the scoreboard. But 53.7 seconds remaining in the game, and the corner kick becomes the undoing of the Golden Eagles on a beautiful header by Kane Feudner.
What a game we've just witnessed. Up to, as you were saying, up to about a minute left in this game. It remains scoreless. All right, well, right now we'd like to take a second and thank the whole LDTV crew that was here today. On camera, we had Peyton Toll, Jared Herman, Stephen Minder, Ben Barry, John Oletsiaks, Darren West, and Michael Urban. And for option 2, we had Talon Loriello and Michael Foley.
Sideline, great job by Veronica Bautista.
We'll see Veronica in just a second as she gets the player of the game ready for the interview.
Of course, Scott Glossner here and the fine play-by-play work of Scott Minchell. Did a great job. What a game. Great game for LDTV soccer. Nothing to be disappointed about. If you're Seneca, you had a couple opportunities, you just couldn't cash them in. And then the one, play of the game, the corner kick that resulted in the goal. So there you see the final score from Shawnee High School. Shawnee Renegades moved to 4-0-1 with a 1-0 victory over the Seneca Golden Eagles.
Seneca now moving to 3-2. Not an end of your season, but you're definitely going to remember this going into your next game. Definitely going to remember you have to play to that final whistle.
Both teams getting going to get a talking to. There's got to be a lot of positives for both squads, defensively especially. We don't pick the player of the game, but if I had to go out on a limb, Scott, I'd think that there's probably only really one person you could pick, and when the team only scores one goal, there's a good shot that goal scorer may be our player of the game, and he may double dip and be the play of the game also, but we'll find that out. We're going to go to break, talk to our sponsors, and we'll be back with the play and player of the game.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or comegnolow.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003 or on the web at www.pwpm.net. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Every time you text and drive, you take your eyes off the road for an average of 5 seconds. At 55 miles an hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field blindfolded. Drive safely. Heads up, eyes forward.
Hello and welcome back to Shawnee High School, where the Shawnee Renegades have just defeated the Golden Eagles in a very exciting 1-0 matchup. All right, now we're going to send it down to the Reconstructive Orthopedics player of the game. Let's send it down to Veronica.
Thank you, Scott. I'm here with player 14, Kane Feudner. of the Shawnee Renegades, who scored the winning goal for this game. Kane, how does it feel to score the goal?
Feels great. It was a little late, but better late than never.
Okay. So how does it feel, training and this heat, staying hydrated and kind of, dealing with all that?
Yeah, well, this week was big for us. We had 3 games in 4 days, so a lot of usage on the legs, but we were able to get a win here today. Right, get some rest and back at it for Monday.
All right. Thank you so much, Kane.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Kane, and thank you very much, Veronica. As you see there, they're playing the goal now. That really was a very impressive goal. Last 53 seconds of this game. What a way to end it, and great job by both teams. Shawnee was able to just come out a little bit more aggressive, victorious over the Renegades. All right, now it's time for the Good Hands Play of the Game. Sponsored by Michael McDowell, CLTC. Give him a call at 609-654-1426 or at michaelmcdowell at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands. As you can see there, it's the goal. Corner kick, Kane Feudner is going to use just jump in the air, put it up into the corner. Really showing his athleticism as a varsity basketball player as well as a varsity soccer player. Really getting high in the air there and just making a great goal. Well, if you'd like to purchase a copy of this LDTV Sports production or any other, they're available online at youtube.com/Lenape District TV and for purchase at www.lrhsd.org/copies. The next game LRHSD will be covering is varsity field hockey, the Cherokee Chiefs at the Seneca Golden Eagles. That's all for us here today at Shawnee High School. Again, where the Seneca Golden Eagles were defeated by the Shawnee Renegades in a 1-0 exciting matchup. For everyone here at LDTV, I'm Scott Mitchell. Good night and God bless.